Hi, my name is Jan, and today I'll be doing some questions about modern slavery to Taeyun. But I will first like to him to introduce himself to get to know him a little bit.
Hello, I'm Taeyun. I'm 18 years old. I'm from South Korea. I moved to Mexico 3 years ago, and right now I'm in high school, Prepa Tech, Campus Garza La Vega.
Okay, let's get started. What is your perspective on modern slavery? How do you acquire this? Like, what do you think?
Mm, I think these days I couldn't believe that it still exists, the modern slavery, because these days human rights, the people emphasize that human rights are very important. So I think it's kind of violation to not give them their freedom.
How do you acquire this perspective? On the news or information?
And one day I saw news and video that there's people working a lot and they pay less. So that's where I get the perspective.
Okay, next question. Which aspects of your cultural identity can you relate with this issue? Does it happen in Korea or something?
Uh, yes. Well, it's not. It happens in Korea, but not against Korean people. Against the people from other country like Vietnam or Philippines, because if they work in Korea, they pay much more than they could have make in their country. But there's some like Korean people who hire the people the foreign people, and they I don't know, they delay to pay them like late, and there's a case that the one that who didn't pay actually killed the boss, the Korean boss, and that's what
Wow.
happened.
Okay. Um, okay. What is the impact of modern slavery in your personal life? Do you have it? Do you have seen it?
Um,
Someone in
no,
your
I
family?
don't think I haven't seen it. And no, I don't think I have experience with that.
Okay. What are the beliefs about the issue in your group, in your family, in your community? Do they agree with you, or they have like different opinions, or what do they think?
Yeah, I think lots of Korean people agree with my statements because, or say, if you see a movie, there's a scene that foreign workers come to come to Korea to make lots of money, but actually the boss didn't pay to them, so there are trouble between them.
Okay. Uh, how do you think uh, your family or your friends or yeah acquire this information, this perspective?
And because
Because of the news, because of what has happened these days, or
uh, yeah, I think I would say throughout the years because
in
be,
social media too?
in social media too, because
Okay.
that's the most commonly happen in these days in South Korea.
Okay. Um, how do you think modern slavery is represented in Mexico?
And I'm not sure if it's happening like the same events like in South Korea, but I saw a movie series and there a boss hire people making like drugs and to sell them, but to erase the evidence, just not paying them, they kill the workers.
Oh my god. Okay. Um, okay, so I'm gonna show you like some images about what modern slavery in Mexico is, and we can discuss a little bit of it.
Okay.
So this is a picture. Sorry. This is a picture of undocumented immigrants that are bought from the U.S. and according to Millennium newspaper, reveals that just one criminal organization to the sale of these modern slaves made profits of $2,000 million in just 4 years. What do you think? I mean, they're working. They just don't only do that. They also work. They also treat people, and they also sexual abuse them, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's also one of the. I think it's the same events happens in Korea because also lots of Latin American people move to the U.S. to make like lots of money,
Mm-hmm.
but I also but also there's a risk that they could be violated. How to say it?
They can be treated and they can be
They can be
abused.
they can be abused and treated and actually and also they don't get paid sometimes.
Yes. Okay, most
So
of the times. Okay, let's get to know the second picture that it's from Korea. Uh, this picture it's from
That's good.
clothing, but I think you were saying back then that maybe they treat people from Philippines and from other countries
But that
and they get
picture,
paid
but
really
that
little.
picture, I think it's from North Korea.
Yeah, it
Uh-huh.
is.
I mean, also, well,
I mean, I don't know that. Yeah, I know that it's not the same, but
I know it's not same, but since it's a communist country,
yes.
they even though if you do something like extremely better than other people,
You get paid
you get paid the same.
and very little, right?
Very little.
Okay.
So there's no like competition between people. So that's why they can't like grow their economy.
And they get really poorly lived, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna show you another picture from another country that it's in Brazil, so we can discuss about it. So this is just a person that get paid really little, just like in Mexico, I think. It seems to be work like that. But what do you think?
Yes, I think he. I don't know what happened to him, but he looks
Really sad.
really sad, and he. I don't think he's happy
Mhm.
doing his work.
Mhm.
I feel like he's forced to work it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I don't also think he gets paid well.
And you have seen him. I mean, his clothes and all of him. Yeah. Also, just to conclude, what do you think about modern slavery now that I've shown you these pictures?
So as as I mentioned before, there should be some restrict law or policies
Mhm.
regard to like the people who get traded like not equally,
Mhm.
especially like when you especially for foreigner people, like I said, like the foreigner people come to a country to make much more money that could make in their country. In so I mean that's the most biggest problem. And I also think like the like most people should respect their human rights, and
Of
that's how we
course.
solve the modern slavery.
Okay. I think the same as you, and I think also the political government should take care of these issues more because it's seen that not in news they do not appear these
Okay.
things. So yeah. Okay. Thanks for in the interview, and yeah, thanks.
Thank you.